It's time.
She's spilling the tea.
This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, Cardi B has released a snippet of her interview of Bernie Sanders. Now, she's been wanting to talk to these candidates and ask them questions that affect all of us. She posted, "What are your questions?" So I know this is long overdue, but here it is. A couple of weeks ago, I asked my followers if you all had the chance to ask a Democratic candidate a question, what would that question be? The topic that was mentioned the most by all of you was about raising minimum wage. I got the chance to ask Bernie Sanders about this, and these are his answers. Keep sending your questions. We will be addressing more of these soon.
Body doing exactly what she should be doing.
Absolutely.
You know.
Well, here is her question and Bernie Sanders' answer.
What are we going to do about wages in America?
Right now, we have tens of millions of people who are earning what I consider to be starvation wages. Can you imagine somebody today earning $9 an hour?
It don't make no sense.
No, it doesn't. And if you have a child, legislation that I've introduced, which was passed in the House recently, the U.S. House, would raise that minimum wage to $15 an hour. And what we also have to do is make it easier for workers to join unions so they can sit down and engage in collective bargaining and earn a decent living.
Body doing exactly what she should be doing, and she's reaching out to the people, asking them what they want to know. She has access to these presidential candidates to ask those questions, so why not?
All right, so I'm sure there's going to be more coming soon. I wanted to talk to different candidates, too, I'm sure.
I'm sure she can.
All right, now, Katy Perry, what's going on here? She's being accused of sexual misconduct, and that is by a model and actor, Josh Kloss, who was her love interest in the 2010 Teenage Dream music video. He posted, after I met Katy, we sang a worship song, Opened the Eyes of My Heart. She was cool and kind. When other people were around, she was cold as ice, even called the act of kissing me gross to the entire set while filming. Now, I was pretty embarrassed, but I kept giving my all. He goes on to say that Katy invited him to a strip club in Santa Barbara after the first day of shooting. He said, I declined and told her I have to go back to a hotel and rest because this job is all I have right now. So he did see her a couple of times after she broke up with Russell. She said, according to Josh Kloss, he said, the one time I bought a friend who was dying to meet her. It was Johnny Wujek's birthday party at Moonlight Rollaway, and when I saw her, we hugged, and she was still my crush. But as I turned to introduce my friend, she pulled my Adidas sweats and underwear out as far as she could to show a couple of her guy friends and the crowd around us my penis. Can you imagine how pathetic and embarrassed I felt?
She pulled them out, so that means people had to gather around and look down. She didn't pull them down.
She pulled my Adidas
Allegedly.
sweats and underwear out as far as, so I guess she...
Yeah, that means out. So she pulled them out, so people had to go and look.
Yeah, look inside. Yeah.
So he was, the point of him
I don't
telling
ever want
the
to see
story...
you do that action again, all right?
I like detail.
Is he saying that, I just say this now because our culture is set on proving men of power are perverse, but females with power are just as disgusting.
So can he sue?
I don't know if he's even trying to sue.
Oh, but can he?
I think he just wanted to tell his story about what happened.
I don't even think, sadly, I just don't think nobody cares. Like, I just said that just now, and people laughed. If I said that was about a woman, everybody would have been looking down like, oh, my God. Oh, my God, Charlamagne.
So should he sue?
I just don't think nobody cares.
So should he sue?
Sue who?
I thought people could sue now if it's something like that. If it's
You gonna
sexual
sue all the
assault.
people that gathered around and looked at your penis?
No. Who pulled the pants back and said...
He said Katy Perry.
Why can't he sue Katy Perry?
Well, he goes on to say that he just doesn't want to protect her BS image, and he shows some correspondence that he had with her team because people were interviewing him about being the lead in her Teenage Dream video, and they actually wrote back the answers that he had to say in order to respond to these interview questions.
Did he say when it happened? Because I heard it was last Friday night.
No. He said, the fear sticks with you when you are censored to protect someone else's image, but in return treated like a prostitute and exposed in front of a group of her friends and other random people. Then you are shocked and you block it out because you watch the face of children being uplifted by positive music that she sang. And he explains what happened. All this is because it was the anniversary of that song, so... he just, I guess, felt like getting this off of his chest. In the meantime, a lot of people were flagging his post on Instagram, so Instagram
Flagging
sent
it
him
how?
a warning that his account might be deleted.
See what I'm saying?
A lot of her fans.
Man can't even tell his story. Nope. Lord have mercy.
So that's what's happening. All right. A$AP Rocky, his assault trial verdict is expected to be announced. And he doesn't have to be there, of course. This is in Sweden. But... I don't know what's going to happen. They're asking for a 6-month jail sentence for A$AP Rocky. They're saying he used excessive force during his fight with Jafari. So perhaps he'll get that.
If I'm A$AP Rock, I'm innocent regardless. I ain't never going back. Even if they said guilty, I'm going to go back. F no.
Well, he's already said he's not going back
Yeah,
there.
I'm going to go back regardless. It doesn't even matter at this point. I'm not going back.
All right, Jay-Z and Roc Nation have partnered with the NFL. They're doing a music and social justice campaign. So it's Roc Nation and the NFL, and what's going to happen is they're going to work together on the league's Inspire Change activism campaign. He's also going to work on the Super Bowl halftime show. He's a consultant. So there you have it. Some people are speculating that Beyonce is going to perform for the third time at halftime, but who knows?
On the face, I don't see the problem with this because if you want to change something, sometimes the best change comes from within. But I think the biggest issue people have and question people have is they want to know how could Hov partner with a league on social justice when the man who brought it to the attention of the masses by peacefully protesting against social injustice, Colin Kaepernick, is still denied a job by those exact same people. Like the NFL really can't have social justice till they fix that, right?
I'm sure he probably had a conversation, right, with Colin Kaepernick behind the scenes before making this announcement. I would think.
That still doesn't nullify the point that, Colin Kaepernick still doesn't have a job.
Well, maybe he's feeling like the way to make change is within.
I just said that, and I agree with that.
I mean,
but I'm just
what are you
saying
saying,
it's
then?
hard for it's hard for people to look at this situation and say, hey, it's a social justice initiative when Colin Kaepernick still does not have a job. He's the person who peacefully protested against social injustice. So the NFL really can't have social justice until they fix that. When they fix that, then they can move on to doing, deals with guys like Hov.
So nobody's going to be mad anymore that people are watching NFL because last year everybody banned the NFL, right?
Who's
Everybody
y'all?
didn't do that.
A lot of people
So you
banned
think
the NFL.
if Colin Kaepernick got a job, then
This
everything's
wouldn't be an issue at
over
all.
and done.
Nobody would have any problems at all. They would not. They actually be. I mean, I applaud the move because I think that you can make change from within, and you should attempt to make change from within. But if Colin had a job, nobody would have any issue with this whatsoever.
All right, I mean,
because sometimes, but not even sometimes, most of the time, we like symbols of change more than actual change, which is wild to me.